we've got the Atlantic Sun Softball Championship final as the 1 seed North Florida Ospreys and the 2 seed Eastern Kentucky Colonels meet up here at Choccolocco Park, Oxford, Alabama. We've seen some great softball, and we will crown a champion. One of these teams will win the Atlantic Sun Conference for the first time ever, and it should be a great game this afternoon. Chase Robinson here alongside longtime college softball coach Jana McGinnis, and that semifinal yesterday with North Florida, Haynes got one of those. And she will head to first base now with a walk.
Haynes is a player that Eastern Kentucky relies on for her leadership in many ways. But I think you're very aggressive. And there she goes, Jalen.
The slide in is safe. So Haynes gets to second.
Play in it.
Payoff pitch from Benning. Hit to Brock. She makes the play, but the Haynes moves over to third base.
So those two right there did a great job of getting Eastern Kentucky offense off to a good start. It was just good, simple.
Hard hit. Bounces off of Bruneman. It scores a run for Eastern Kentucky. And the Colonels strike first here in this ASUN championship.
And how fired up she is. And she's high energy from start to finish. Has a good hard hit. It's tough for any shortstop to make that play.
Freshman. 12 extra base hits for McLeod this season. And she goes down on strikes as Benning. Drafton's gonna pop this one up. And it is
nice
caught.
Catch.
Grace Shaw-Rocky dives for it in left field than Allison Benning, who's right behind her. And she will line out to McLeod. Allison Benning comes up.
Pitch and just gets a little bit of air under it.
She will take first base as she's walked for the 70th time this season.
As she does strikeouts.
Hard hit ball. McLeod lays out for it. 2 away. There's been a lot of rain here in Oxford, Alabama today. And that's going to be a base hit. And
it's going to the fence. It's going to score her.
Haynes able to stop it. They make the turn. And North Florida is on the board. They're going to try to get another one. The play got her out.
Tried to sneak in there from Eastern Kentucky, but a good hit.
As we head to the second inning. What a hit there by Carvanco.
I mean, a good hustle, Jalen Haynes. She stopped it before it got to the fence. A good relay in.
We head to the second inning. Eastern Kentucky back at the plate when we come back. Benning trying to come get her here. She does. She gets strikeout number 2 of the day, and she got Lily Davis looking.
Seeing what she can start.
Strikeout number 3 on the day as Billups goes down on strikes. She's going to send one sky high. Reichert is under it. And that will end the top of the second inning.
Paint the outside part of the plate. And that's the thing about it. She's got several pitches that she's mastered.
McLeod makes her third catch over there at third base.
We talked about the wind blowing in that direction. The wind.
This one, fly ball into center field, and Haynes is there 2 away. And we talk about the wind.
Me with Rutan's pitching.
This will be a grounder up the
Great
middle.
play.
Drafted.
Oh, my goodness.
Making the play.
Wow.
She has made some great ones this tournament. That may be up the top of the list, though. That was huge for Kennedy. Mackenzie Wood steps in the batter's box to face Benning. And she will make the catch over at short.
Talking in delay.
Jalen Haynes steps in. She's going to pop one up. And this one is caught by Brock. 2 away, so back-to-back pop-ups here in the infield to start the...
Oh, it's, you know, you got to keep your hands dry, and I'm sure coaches, they talk to their players about, you know, in between innings and everything, but really, you know, gripping the seams, but it makes a difference.
There's
yes,
no doubt about it. And in more ways than I know people may think.
Yep.
Haas makes the play for out number 1.
I know some teams.
McCarthy hits right back over to Haas, and again makes the play over to Jordan Smith for 2 outs.
With leadoffs, but a stat I was going to say the last inning. Well, I just changed it. One of the stats that impressed me when just looking over and looking at Rutan's numbers.
She walked earlier today, and she's done that 70 times this season, and that is a base hit for Benning. And she gets on and moves Brock over to second for Chloe Culp to come up with 2 outs. With 2 outs to get out of this. The payoff pitch.
And moving close. That's unusual for Rutan. You know, she may throw with 2 strikes or 4.
Bronca ahead in the counts. And she hits it to Rutan. And they get out of the inning.
She said, I'll take this myself.
So 2 hits. They left her here.
This is the battle within the battle that we talked about.
As Rutan pops it up. Brock under it.
Just ran it on her. He intentionally walked her to pitch to her because she's tough too. Just like, that's a good swing right there.
And it's down and it's rolling. It rolls all the way back to the corner.
Home run.
She sends her. Jada McLeod touches all 4 bags. And a 2-1 lead for Eastern Kentucky.
That was big. She just took that outside pitch. Right fielder just wasn't able to corral it there and keep it in front of her.
So with 1 out, that was huge for Eastern Kentucky.
It was.
Chopper to first. Carvaca makes out number 2.
And it's raining pretty hard.
The payoff pitch from Benning. And that will send Lily Davis down to first base. We talked about with this rain, the 2nd inning. And she comes up with 2 away, and Davis on first. She sends this one out to center field. McCarthy is there to end the inning. So fly out to center field is our last. There's a base runner, leadoff base runner for North Florida there. And Coach, I know that's something that has been a change as McLeod makes the play over at first base for the first out of the inning, but that is how these pitchers get their calls in now. These watch looking thing, you know, reading about that when that came out, you know, that's one of the reasons they did it to help speed the game up. That one hit out to right field, and it's down and against the wall, as that will score a run for the Ospreys to tie it up at 2.
What a great piece of hitting there. We talked about the wind blowing out toward right, and she got under that ball. Ball got up in the wind, and it just kept drifting over the right fielder's head.
So Bruneman gets the double. Very timely hit there. RBI double off the wall for Addison Bruneman.
Very good piece of hitting. Experience that.
Rutan, a line out to Drafton from Woods, 2 away. Two count on McCarthy. And that will get past the infield onto the grass at a base hit for Kaylin McCarthy. A hard hit,
down the
and it's
right
foul. As Coach Jeff Conrad talking with the third base.
Tough luck for North Florida. She could be on.
And she will be. That was a big jump there by. It's a big at bat here for North Florida and their leader, Allison Benning. And Rutan gets her on the strikeout. And that ends the inning.
Nice pitch.
Got her on strikes.
But when you're facing a good pitcher like Benning, or like Benning or Rutan, it's a tough task. You get one at bat, and that's the first time you've seen her. The pitcher definitely has the edge there.
Slap to second. The tag on the lead runner. And it's 2 away.
You know,
the throw down to second in time to end the inning.
Throw. It's just been a clean game. Good pitching.
And that ball is caught in right field by Knox.
That's what I was going to say. Good pitching and good defense is what we've seen in this game. And they're masters at working their way back in the count and getting ahead.
This
Great
is
job.
into the grass and a base hit single for Kirsten Carvanca, her second hit of the day. And that the payoff pitch from Rutan to Shaw Rocky, and she gets a hold of that one. It's down in left field. And a base hit. The first.
Nice
She's gonna
hit.
hit one, and it is over the head of Haynes at the wall. It'll be 1 RBI for Hadley Reichert on the double.
That was a beautiful swing. Wow.
So that scores Carvanca. And puts Shaw Rocky at third.
Same thing.
The 2-2 is popped way up. Rutan calls it and gets it 2 away.
That's the pitch she goes to. Speaks highly of her.
And that will send Woods down to first base, so base is loaded for Kaylin McCarthy.
Jets like hers. That was a 96.
That's a hard hit ball through. And that'll score a run for North Florida, and they extend their lead by 2, 4-2.
At this point, she's gonna get the hitter of the game, the number 9 batter. That was a huge at bat, big at bat with 2 outs, and from a hitter that have had have been behind in the count.
And that'll score a run
Wow.
as Brock gets on. Now a 5-2 lead for North Florida.
Chan was ahead of them. And they would work themselves back in the count, 2-2 or 1-2, and find a way to get on. Good stop, just too much speed there.
Allison Benning. She hits this one opposite field, and it is caught by Mathis for the third straight inning. They leave bases loaded, does North Florida, but they do get some runs. That is hit to Bruneman for the first out. She will head down to first base on a walk. Hard hit ball into right field as it got through the infield. And she's going to reach out, send this one into left field.
Wow.
As Shaw Rocky comes up big to get out number 2.
Rocky was placed.
And that'll be a hit out to left field, and it's over the head of Shaw Rocky. 1 run comes around, 2 come around.
Yeah, 2-out RBI for Davis. What a good piece of hitting there.
That brings up Skylar Billups. We got a 5-4 game here.
Yes.
In the 3-1 from Benning to Billups, and that will send Billups down to first base. The 2-2. She gets a bat on it, sends it out to center field where McCarthy is at on the run.
McCarthy's got speed out there. She covered a lot of ground. She's completely different than any pitcher on the staff. She's not going to rely on her velocity. She relies a lot on her spin and location.
And out to short there, 1 away. 1-2, hit hard to Haas, and she makes the play. Over to Rutan at first.
Whoever's in charge of the defensive positioning is doing a great job this inning.
That's a hard hit.
Good play.
Drafting, can she get her out? Yes.
She did.
Great play by Kennedy Drafted. She has made several walk the first batter.
That just creates so much pressure and chaos for your defense.
This one's going to be hit out to center field. McCarthy coming in clutch once again, 1 away. Bruneman, the throw over, she's safe. And Eastern Kentucky gets a base runner. As Kyla Berry comes at her.
Nice pitch. That's a big out.
2 away.
That's clutch right there. But her work is not done.
So 2 down. Rutan turns on it in foul territory. Carvaca makes the 3rd out, and the North Florida Ospreys are the 2025 Atlantic Sun softball champions. Let the celebration begin as they win the school's first ASUN title.
Wow, what a game we have watched, and you know, you couldn't have ended it any better. I mean, you had Rutan in the box, you had Eastern Kentucky, Jalen Haynes on first base, and what a game we've seen. Give credit to Eastern Kentucky and North Florida. It was worth you know, every penny you had to pay to watch this, and just great softball. And congratulations to North Florida.
They had that bad taste in their mouth
Yes.
from last season. They got back here.
And to the senior class that has been through those losses, and you know, and they're going out with a chance to play in the NCAA regionals. You got to be happy for them.
Yeah, they get to celebrate tonight, but then they get more softball.
Yes, they
this
do.
season.
But you know what? That part of the season, you want to be practicing. You don't mind one bit. You know, it's just fun to watch. It's, you know, this part of the season, it's fun because you see heartbreak on one side, you see sadness that Eastern Kentucky's season is coming to an end, but then you see just the excitement of winning a championship from North Florida, and you know, it just, you know, makes you proud for